Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be looking at Kaspa coin, and this is one of those videos where I kind of feel like I need to tell you guys, and this is just based off my opinion, and this is to do with Kaspa coin and the whole cryptocurrency space in general. So I'm basically going to be going into all the price drops that we're seeing right now, why it's a good time to buy, when you're going to get this opportunity again, and basically why it's happening. So with Kaspa coin, as we can see, the price has been dropping over the past 7 days. Not that heavily, it's down 12% in the last 7 days. In the last month, I think it's 26, as we can see up there. So that's a nice decrease if you're thinking to buy Kaspa coin. Now, when we look at Bitcoin, it's kind of up compared to Kaspa coin. So Kaspa coin doesn't directly track Bitcoin, which is a good thing. It's kind of decoupled slightly. However, when Bitcoin does go down, Kaspa does actually feel some of that. So I think some people are just getting out of cryptocurrency right now. They've made a nice little chunk of money over the last year from those lows that we saw back, I think it was this year maybe. Yeah, just at the start. And that was from December time. So the lows of 15,000, 16,000 back there. And now you're up around 2.25% on Bitcoin. So it's a good time to cash out, buy presents for Christmas and stuff like that. That's probably why people have started to get out of cryptocurrency. Not loads, because it's only a slight dip off, but I do think it will go down further for Bitcoin and a little bit further for Kaspa coin. But I'm telling you guys right now because I think that now is the time to buy. From here up until the Bitcoin halving is when you're going to get it for good prices in terms of Bitcoin and Kaspa coin. A lot of other cryptocurrencies as well that we're mining. You can yield those whilst we're mining. I have a video coming out later on before the new year where we're talking about how to maximize your profitability and gains in 2024. So stick around for that one. And now is the actual time to be buying from here to the halving, because halving, we can probably see the price come up a little bit for Bitcoin and then it's going to drop down. And then that will start the rise. That will be the catalyst for the next bull run. Hopefully, with miners, the hash rate's going to drop. And then we'll see less hash rate on the network and more yielding going on for those with lower power prices. And I also think the same thing is going to happen with Kaspa coin because of this aggressive halving cycle, or I know it's a 1 year halving cycle, but technically it reduces every month. And that's why we're seeing probably more price increasing over the past couple of months, just because how aggressive that is. And with ASIC miners, a lot of them are actually holding on to their coins, and that's a good thing. A lot of them might be selling right now because they're cashing in just for the Christmas time or this holiday season. But as I said, now is the time to dollar cost average into Kaspa coin. If you didn't do it before and you missed out on the 2 cents that we saw, a year ago down here, 1 cent even below 1 cent, that's when you should have been dollar cost averaging up until here. If it keeps dropping down, which it probably will, in my personal opinion, it probably could drop down a little bit more. That's when you start to dollar cost average up until, the Bitcoin halving, and then you assess kind of where the prices are at for everything. And if they're dropping further after that, you dollar cost average in more over the time. Same with Bitcoin as well, but today we're focusing on Kaspa coin. So when we're looking at top addresses, and this is a good metric, we've seen addresses increase with Kaspa coin. So in the last 90 days, as we can see here, it was at 173,000, and now it's up to 208,000 total in terms of wallet addresses. This is just wallet addresses with 1 Kas. I believe that this is 100 Kaspa coin. So there is 350,000 with over 1, but there's only 207,000 with over 100 Kaspa coin. So a lot of them, I'm assuming, are just like weird addresses that have just 1 Kaspa coin sitting in them. But steadily rising in addresses, and that's what you want to see with a cryptocurrency, because that means that there's more distribution. And the distribution is looking pretty good for Kaspa coin. These ones at the top are obviously exchange wallets. And there was some news that maybe Binance is one of these 100 to 1 billion wallets, but I don't actually have any conclusive evidence of that. And then the majority of people that we have are holding 1 million to 10 million. So that's a pretty large amount. I don't believe that those people would be selling necessarily. And then down here we have 100k to 1 million. And that's holding a large percentage as well. So we're seeing good liquidity through these ranges, and some of these might be exchange wallets as well within this range, the smaller exchanges namely. However, we're just seeing increases overall. So this is a good thing to see in terms of the price of Kaspa coin and the adoption that's going on the network. more addresses means more adoption, and you can kind of track that out to the price of the coin over time. So there might be slight changes within the price, but over time, more addresses means more people's holding it, and that could induce price if they're not selling on exchanges. So as I said, with the Kaspa coin price, we kind of want a dollar cost average in now. If you've been following the channel for a while, we've made countless videos on Kaspa coin, mining it in the GPU times, mining it in the FPGA and ASIC times. Obviously, I think ASICs was around here from the 8th maybe up until here. So we're seeing nice price increase from ASICs. There was one slight increase for FPGAs down here, and then it came down. And this is really your time to dollar cost average into Kaspa coin. However, you haven't really missed out. There's going to be a lot of liquidity in the next bull run, and a small percentage of that, even if it is, trillions of dollars, small percentage of that is going to go into Kaspa coin. And with new updates like we have here, the Rust update, so we obviously know 10 blocks per second, that's going to increase the throughput on the network, and subsequently that's going to increase the adoption of people actually wanting to use Kaspa coin. Just because if there's more throughput on the network, lower fees, you can have higher TPS, which basically means that everything can get confirmed within 1 second. So you don't have to worry about confirmation time, sending between exchanges. On the actual chain, everything is confirmed, which gives it more validity to be an actual currency that we use as, a payment processing currency. And on top of the Rust version update, they did actually come out 16 hours ago with Kaspa on Rust version 0.13.0 with major DB optimizations. So they're constantly updating it, and they're constantly trying to get this out as quick as possible. I believe it'll definitely happen before the bull run. I don't know about Dag Knight on top of it. That might happen within the bull run times. However, 10 blocks per second is definitely coming, and that could obviously be up to 32 or even 100 blocks per second when they actually fine tune it. Now, if we're looking at the month on hash rate, so in terms of mining Kaspa coin, because, obviously a lot of you are miners, there is still good ROI times on mine the ASIC. Now, this isn't actually fully correct. However, it's still good payback times, depending on the price of Kaspa coin now, but these daily outputs will have to be halved within the year. So if this halves in the year, Kaspa coin in theory has to double in price to keep the same ROI time. That's not including any of the hash rate added onto the network. However, 7.8 months is not bad right now in terms of ROI. That's obviously going to increase as price increases in terms of you'll get quicker ROI times. I think the quickest ROI time right now is the Ice River KS3M or the KS3. Those two, I believe the Ice River KS3M actually ROIs in 5 months, and then the KS3 normal one ROIs in 6 months. So this is definitely the most efficient one, and as I said, the rewards are going to be going down for that. So just keep that in mind when you're making that investment risk. I would personally go with KS2s because they got slightly longer ROI time. However, the price isn't as much of a risk. If you really want to be low on risk, a KS1 is good because it has a lower ROI time than the KS2. However, obviously, you're going to be making more Kaspa coin. So you're going to be bringing in more profits per day. This is $20 per day, which is a decent profitability for one miner. This is $10 a day, which is not exactly great profitability for an ASIC miner, but probably going to be nothing when compared to what we see in the bull run. Obviously, with the Wind Miner K9, I haven't seen actually anybody have videos mining this. I don't know if I'm just not caught up to date, but I haven't actually seen anyone mining on this Wind Miner K9. I've seen obviously the KS3s from Bitmain and the KS3s from Ice River and all the KS2s, KS1s. However, the Wind Miner K9, I haven't seen anyone mining on this, but that's good profitability per day at $112. Even with the lower prices of Kaspa coin right now, if it was up at 15 cents, I think this would be, let me quickly do the calculation in my head, $160, $170 per day at a price of 15 cents, which was the all-time high. So overall, I'm just making this video to tell you guys, right now is probably the best time to be buying Kaspa coin that you can possibly buy it at. Because it's dropping downwards right now, your goal is to basically DCA in, so dollar cost average, weekly, monthly, whatever you want to do. It's probably best to do it weekly because cryptocurrency changes so much. With stocks, it's a little bit different because they don't move as much. They're not as volatile. So with cryptocurrencies, I'd say weekly Obviously your best time was to go between here, but if you missed out on that opportunity, now is the time. From here up until the bull run, because the prices have dropped a little bit, this is a good time to start DCAing in, because then you'll get that rise of Kaspa coin over the next 2 years. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you're going to be buying Kaspa coin, let me know in the comments. I know a lot of you are going to be getting it for the cheap right now, or relatively cheap. If you are, please leave a comment letting me know if you are. Like the video and subscribe for more content like this.